MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the National League Division Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
And guys, I'm going to be sorry to see this series come to an end. You've got to love a series that comes down to the final game, and seeing the push and pull struggle between these two teams over the last 4 games has been a lot of fun. We're in for a great one here in Game 5.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Atlanta Braves.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's take a look at Ender Enciardi. The name of his game is speed, covers a ton of ground, great arm in the outfield, ability to play Gold Glove caliber.
Now to the plate, Dexter Fowler. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. Fowler behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
The 1-2. Now here's a line drive that will make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
Center field number 20.
Settling in now, Tommy Pham. His lifetime numbers against McCarthy. He's 0 for 4. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
The 2-1 home. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Inciarte on the run, but he won't get there. It falls in. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
They come out of the gates being aggressive at the plate, and it's paid off for them. A single and now a double. Runners at second and third with all kinds of momentum on their side. A base hit scores too. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Set. Here it comes. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike one. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. And he can't track it down as this ball falls. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting it out.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll lift it up in the air. This is back behind second. Albies ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Jose Martinez.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Martinez, and a great chance here for the Cardinals to add on in just the first inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
1-0 count. Here it is. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Santana is under it, and that ends the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Braves coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Carlos Martinez has the ball for the 5th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Carlos Martinez, one of the biggest arms in the game of baseball. Electric fastball, 95 to 99 miles an hour with movement up, down, in, and out of the zone. Powerhouse slider, and I mean as good as any slider in baseball. His changeup has gotten better. If Carlos Martinez brings his A game, he has the chance to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the mound.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And let's take a look at Colton Wong, one of the more dynamic middle infielders in our sport. Ability to turn a double play, bazooka arm from a second baseman.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 home is a slider taken for a ball. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Felt high and right down the middle for a strike. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here as they're trying to get that run right back here in the first.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's a .333 hitter, and he'll dive back in. First pitch of the at-bat. Runners on the move for second. Hit back up the middle. DeYoung's got it, and that's the first down.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Inciarte leads off second with one gone in the inning. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
A 1-1. Smoke toward third. And there's out number 2. And with 2 gone here, here's a final look at our first round bracket. The winner of our ball game here, of course, will see their logo slide over into the NLCS bracket. First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Two out here and a runner at second. High in the air out to center field. Pham is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Braves strand 1. It remains 1-0. So that brings in the power hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. DeYoung, just 24 years of age. He was a 4th round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Ground ball right side. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive, 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Colton Wong will stand in. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. The 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Markakis, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. DeYoung rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Stepping in now, Carlos Martinez. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A base hit in his first trip. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. St. Louis is out in front, 3-0. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He'll match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
The windup and the 0-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Pham is in pursuit, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Johan Camargo.
So digging in now, Johan Camargo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Camargo is retired, 2 down now.
Batting seventh, left fielder.
In now, Danny Santana. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a liner. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Other than a home run, there aren't a whole lot of better ways to start an inning than a triple. Pretty good chance of at least getting 1 run in this inning now.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Moving under it, Santana makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Striding in once again, Yadier Molina. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago. So now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to left, and Molina's aboard a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jose Martinez.
Now in the box, Jose Martinez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. As a look, now the pitch. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. The relay. Throw won't get him.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise to the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
In now, Paul DeYoung. As he'll take a look at ball one. A base hit in his first trip. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Molina at third. Martinez at second with one away. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Colton Wong is on deck. The 3-0 pitch. And that's low, ball four.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. And a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit high. Bases are loaded here, one man out. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Oh, and it misses. Ball four, and that will force home a run.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy on the mound. Bases loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead, he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
Striding in. Carlos Martinez. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
Ready for another shot now. Dexter Fowler, a hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. Ball 1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. The 1-1 home. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's 8-0.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or eighth in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and that'll be all she wrote for Brandon McCarthy. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Chase Whitley is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Into the box, Tommy Pham, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Hey, that wasn't the prettiest of swings, guys, right there. That's not how you usually draw it up, but that's a line drive in the box score the next day.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. The 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Fowler at second. Pham at first. 2 out in the inning. On the ground near home. But that one rolls foul. The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Braves nothing. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
The 1-1. Swinging a soft liner, but no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Batting ninth, pitcher Chase Whitley.
Standing in, Chase Whitley. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
D-Row, it's not very often that pitchers are able to get some base hits. Even though that's an infield knock, he'll take that every day of the week.
Are you kidding me? From a defensive standpoint, this is rock bottom. I mean, the pitcher is beating out infield singles. What else is next?
Here's Ender Inciarte. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first. This is in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzy Albies.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzy Albies. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. 2 out with the man at first. Hard on the ground towards short. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. One left for Atlanta. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Marcell Ozuna. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitchers were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. And the Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned. One man gone for the Cardinals in the fourth. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive play.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Now the 1-2 coming to Molina. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Martinez. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Freddie Freeman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Fowler has a read on it. 1 out.
Up next for Atlanta, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves if they don't start putting balls in gaps. This guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
1-1 the count now. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Wong onto the grass. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The right fielder, number 22, Nick Markakis.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. So a solo home run by Nick Markakis. His first homer here in the series. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Now batting, third baseman, Johan.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. Sent toward first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes, desperate times, call for desperate measures.
Standing in now, Danny Santana.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Count still at 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Into the box now, Paul DeYoung. He'll start off the 5th in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Second baseman number 16, Colton Wong.
Now batting, Colton Wong. First pitch on its way. Sliders in for a strike. Eight runs and even 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Here it comes on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Counts even at 2-2 to Wong. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Weakly hit towards first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The pitcher, number 18, Carlos Martinez.
Now at the plate, Carlos Martinez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Dribbled up the line. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Stepping in, Dansby Swanson. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Nope. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
The 2-2. On the ground to the right side. Taken in by Wong, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The pitcher, number 46. Chase Whitley.
Kurt Suzuki will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 24, Kurt Suzuki.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Ozuna is after it. And it's a foul ball according to the ump down the line. Awfully close that time. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the four umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. All right, here comes our umpiring crew with their ruling. And it is a home run. They overturned their initial ruling as they say this, in fact, was inside the foul pole. How about that?
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Stepping in now, Ender Inciarte. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded softly to the right. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Pitch on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
The windup and the 0-1. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
One and two, here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. One for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. 5 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Braves 2. Daniel Winkler gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Digging in once again, Dexter Fowler. He singled his last time up.
Right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The windup and the 0-1. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
First offering on its way. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Inciarte on the run. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Carpenter. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
And that's in there for strike 1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Fouled away. Fowler, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit in the air to shallow center. Inciarte moving in, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's set, and the pitch to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Cards leave 1, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Riding into the box, Freddie Freeman, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Freddie Freeman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. This is to right field and deep for Freeman. And gone. An absolute bomb. Solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. His second home run of the series. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler.
Into the box now, Tyler Flowers. Fouled off. No hits to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Ozuna. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman, Johan Camargo.
Digging in now, Johan Camargo, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right over the middle, knee high. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 coming. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Pham has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's now 8-3. Back here at SunTrust Park, it's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now. It's a submariner from down under. Seems fitting. The Australian-born Peter Moylan. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. A lifetime batting line versus Peter Moylan. An impressive 4 for 7. He's taken him deep once. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Moylan, the former Royal, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Here it comes on 0-2. Popped up. Moylan has a play. 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman.
Stepping up now, Jose Martinez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Now at the plate, Danny Santana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A high fastball is in there. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Martinez is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, catcher, Peter.
Christian Colon will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Moylan, number 27, Christian Colon.
Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. On its way is pitch number 75. Missed with a slider. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And it's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Down in order go the Braves. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Sam Freeman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
39, Sam Freeman.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Colton Wong. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Colton Wong.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Tapped down the line. Foul ball, strike 2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And he struck him out. Visiting Cardinals lead in this one here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point in the ballgame.
Martinez.
Ready now, Carlos Martinez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And now a pitch on the way. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Dexter Fowler will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Popped him up. Albies got it, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Here's Ender Inciarte.
Leading off for the Braves, center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ready for another chance? Ozzie Albies. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. One out, nobody on. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
At the plate, Freddie Freeman, 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A solo shot down the line in right, his second of the game, as it is now an 8-4 ball game. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the fourth blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it. And this guy.
Now this one's crushed. Left field line. But it bends just foul into the second deck. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled to the right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball.
Into the box, Nick Markakis.
And he'll swing and send a chopper to third.
And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Braves draw a bit closer, courtesy of the solo home run. 9th inning straight ahead. It's now an 8-4 score. Back here in the Atlanta metro area on MLB Network, set to go in the 9th from SunTrust Park. Arodys Vizcaíno
Enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
First offering on its way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
Laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now, surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as a result.
Here's Marcelo Zuna. And he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still lead it by a count of 8-4.
Leading off the bottom of the ninth for the Braves, third baseman, Johan Camargo.
Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pham has a read on it. One away.
The left fielder, number 23, James Santana.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the ninth, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Dominic Leone enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column.
Leone.
Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Fowler is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby.
So striding forward now, Dansby Swanson. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. And a fly ball. And this should do it. Fowler is there to make the catch. And they are off to the League Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
And guys, the Cardinals tonight could not have done it were it not for the contributions of this man, Dexter Fowler. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
You could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For Atlanta, 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Winning pitcher is Carlos Martinez. The loss goes to Brandon McCarthy. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Sunstrut Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.